This week on Country Music Junkies, I have a new band to introduce you to. They are two brothers, Billy and Brian Grant, and they are called the G Brothers. Guys, thank you so much for joining us this week.
Thank you for having us, Patrice. Really appreciate it.
Awesome. Now, for those fans out there who maybe haven't heard of you guys yet or are just becoming familiar with your music, can you give us a little bit of your story, how you got into music? Because you guys are both still very young.
I got started with music playing the violin in 4th grade. And pretty soon, Brian started playing guitar, and since he's being my brother, I wanted to do what he did, so I learned how to play the guitar. And then we first started learning classic rock covers, and about 3 years ago, we played our first show at a biker rally for a charity to a crowd of about 300-plus bikers.
Wow.
After each song, there was an overwhelming amount of applause from the crowd. And we felt so good to know that people liked our performance. And the show had a really powerful impact on us, and that's really what started our love of performing and how we got started.
That's really cool. Now, you guys have your own music. You both write together, I assume. How does that kind of dynamic work?
Well, basically, most of the time, we will write with each other. We would get together in our basement and just spit out ideas, brainstorm, and then we usually just write a song together. And then other times throughout the day, just out of the blue, we would get ideas, and then after we practice on any given night, we would just take all our ideas, bring them together, and usually that's how we write them together. And then other times, if we're on a roll by ourselves, we just finish a song by ourselves, so we just run everything by each other.
That's awesome. So it's definitely a team effort, which is really cool. How would you guys describe, yourselves as a band?
Well, we would describe ourselves as mainstream country pop, and usually we can't pinpoint to any one artist, but many people say our harmonies remind them of the Everly Brothers.
Cool. Very cool.
And we really have a sound of our own. And then our influences, we have many influences.
And some of our influences are Florida Georgia Line, Zach Brown Band, George Strait, Alan Jackson, and Johnny Cash, just to name a few.
Very cool. Now, those are definitely some great influences and some a very eclectic group of, old and new country, and that's great. That's really cool. So let's talk about your second EP. It was released this past November. How's that going? It's called Step Up. Tell us a little bit about that album.
Going great. Well, for Step Up CD, both of us, we wrote the songs. We wrote 3 of the songs. 3 out of the 4 we both wrote with each other. And then Blue Eyed Beauty is one I wrote by myself. And then that's doing really good. A lot of people seem to like it, and they seem to enjoy it. And they really like it when we play out live because we change some things. We just, for every performance, depending on what instruments we have and who's there, we change it up. Sometimes we do it acoustic, sometimes full band. So it's really fun. And then also, all 4 songs are receiving radio play throughout the United States, as well as Canada, Sweden, and Australia. So we're really excited about that.
That is fabulous. And you guys have a very busy summer coming up.
Yes, we do. Our summer is going to be actually really busy. We are planning on going down to Nashville for CMA Week, do some writers' rounds and shows, and then this July we will be opening up for John Michael Montgomery in Illinois. Between those dates, we're going to be playing some fests and other shows, so we'll be sure to keep ourselves busy during the summer.
That does sound like a very exciting summer, but very hectic as well. Well, you have to stay in touch with us. Now, if fans want to check you guys out online, how can they do that?
Well, fans could check us out online. We're really active on Facebook, so people could like our page, message us, get in contact with us there. And then they could also go to our website, thegBrothersMusic.com, and then we have our music available for purchase on there, and then they could check out all our photos, events, videos. There's a bunch of links on there. They could just go to our website, gbrothersmusic.com, and they could contact us, get in touch, check us out.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, Billy, Brian, thank you so much for your time today, guys. Fans, be sure to check out the G Brothers on Facebook and at their website, thegbrothersmusic.com. Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you.